whole muscle is covered by a collagenous tissue. What is it covered by? You remember that? Which is called as the fascia. And inside there are many bundles which are called as fascicles, which are made up of muscle cells. What are muscle cells called? It is called as a muscle fiber. And the muscle fiber is made up of proteins, threads called myofibrils. And the myofibril is made up of what, which you look? And I had stopped at the sarcomere, if you remember.
Yes.
Okay? Do you remember the sarcomere shows the presence of a full and two half either sides. And in order to explain to you, I went something like this. Do you see the zigzag line over here?
Yes.
So students, who is this zigzag line? Very good. It is the Z line. The sarcomere is made up of how many types of filaments? Two. Thick and thin. Thick filaments are called myosin filaments, and thin filaments are called actin filaments. भूल गए ये बात? Thick filaments are called myosin filaments, and they are made up of a protein called myosin, and the thin filament is called as an actin filament, and it is made up of actin, troponin, and tropomyosin. बराबर है? फिर वो वाला पॉइंट याद है कि अगर थिक फिलामेंट है लाइट पास होगा, सिर्फ थिन है तो भी लाइट पास होगा, लेकिन थिन और थिक ओवरलैप करते हैं लाइट पास नहीं होगा। क्या थिन फिलामेंट्स थिक फिलामेंट को टोटली ओवरलैप करते हैं? नहीं, कि सेंटर में एक जगह छोड़ देते हैं। वो डार्क बैंड का कौन सा जोन है? एच जोन है। तो सेंटर को बोलते हैं एम लाइन। चलो वाला पार्ट जरा रिवाइज करते हैं। ये रेड वाला, is it a thick filament or a thin filament? Thick filament. This one. Is it a thick filament or a thin filament? Thick filament. Actin filament or a myosin filament? Be confident in your answer. Myosin filament. Okay? Don't need to think it 100 times. Now, look at these blue lines. Are they thick filament or the thin filament? And the thin filament are called myosin filament or actin filament? Actin filament. Very good. So do you see? Chalo, I'll draw one more sarcomere over here. One more Z line over here. Right? So इस सेंटर में मैंने क्या बनाया guys? Thick filament. और ये blue line क्या है बच्चों लोग? ये वाली blue line? Thin filaments. Right? This is the diagrammatically. Now tell me. Focus only on this region and tell me, is the thin overlapping the thick?
Yes.
So will the light pass through it?
No.
So what band should I call it?
A band.
Correct?
Yes.
But look at the center. That is, I am talking about which region? This region. Is it overlapping or only thick?
Only thick.
Will light pass?
Yes.
That zone will be called as?
Next zone.
With the line called as?
M9.
Good. Now I want you to concentrate only on this region. Thick, thin or overlapping?
Thin.
Will light pass?
Yes.
Thick, thin, overlapping?
Thin.
Will light pass?
Yes.
So is it full light band or half light band?
Half light band.
This is full light band or half light band?
Half light band.
So वो दूसरे sarcomere का भी half light band है और दोनों मिलके क्या बनेगा? Full light band बनेगा। याद आया वाला पार्ट? पक्का? अब उसको अगर यहाँ पे हम लोग लेके आएंगे तो help me. Who is this?
Thick filament.
Who is this?
Thick filament.
Who are these yellow ones?
Thick filament.
Who is this blue line?
Z line.
Who is this blue line?
Z line.
Who is this central वाला band? Who is this full?
A band.
पूरा पूरा A band है ना? और इस सेंटर पे कौन है?
Yes.
H
Zone.
उसकी लाइन कौन है?
M line.
ये पूरा कौन है?
A line.
ये कौन है?
H zone.
ये कौन है?
M line.
ये कौन है?
I line.
बोलो जोर से।
I line.
आई बैंड की हाफ आई बैंड? ये कौन है? Another half. Total मिलके full आई बैंड। हाँ, this should not be forgotten again. Are we clear with this now?
Yes.
So, just write down. Down. Wait. Okay. So now we are talking about the structure of contractile proteins in the sarcomere. In the sarcomere, who are the contractile proteins, sir? It is made up of thick myofilament, which is called as myosin filament. Give me yes or no? Yes. And it is made up of a thin filament, which is called as which filament, guys? Actin filament. तो इसके पहले वाली जो स्लाइड थी, वो जो सेंटर में पूरा रेड था, वो कौन सा फिलामेंट था? ऊपर जो येलो वाले थे कौन थे? The thin filament is called as actin filament. And the actin filament is made up of a protein called actin, another protein called tropomyosin, and a third protein called troponin. कितनी प्रोटीन्स है बच्चों? कौन सी?
Actin, tropomyosin, troponin.
सबको याद होना चाहिए। ठीक है? Now, let us talk about actin. Actin exists in two forms: monomeric and polymeric. Okay, and you know these words, monomer and polymer. Protein is a polymer. Amino acids are the monomers. Correct? Glucose is a monomer. Glucose is a monomer. Starch is a polymer of glucose. This wall is a polymer. One brick is the okay. The monomeric form of actin is called G-actin. That is globular actin. Okay, because there are these globular spherical forms. Many G-actin come together and form one F-actin. Many G-actins, globular actins, come together to form one F-actin. So the polymeric form is called as F-actin, that is filamentous actin. Got it, everybody?
Yes.
So the monomeric form is called G-actin, that is the yellow circles. Many of them will come together and they will result in the formation of an
F
F actin. Two such F actins. How many I said? Two such F. एक F actin बनाया मैंने, अब मैंने एक और बनाया F actin. मतलब टोटल कितनी हो गई बच्चे लोग? 2 F actins are a part of the thin filament called actin filament. So the actin filament is made up of how many F actins?
2 F actins.
One F actin is made up of many G actins. Is my class comfortable?
Yes.
So what is the name of the thin filament? Actin filament. It is made up of actin, troponin, tropomyosin. Actin is existing in two forms: monomeric called G, polymeric called F. Many G come together for one F. 2F together is a part of one actin filament. Shall I continue? Then one filament of a helical protein. See, helically bound over actin, like a DNA ka helix. Another filament of the same protein. So how many of them are there? 2. You got my point, Uchilo?
Yes.
So can I say there are 2 filaments of the protein called tropomyosin. क्या होता है उसको? Tropomyosin, which is wound around actin. Wound मतलब लपेटा हुआ है किसको? Actin. तो अभी actin filament में एक और प्रोटीन आई, क्या नाम है उसका?
Tropomyosin.
कितनी ट्रोपोमायोसिन आई? 2. So 2 filaments of a protein called tropomyosin run along the actin. लिखो कि 2F actin लिखो? 2F. Clear my boys?
Yes.
Pakka?
Yes.
Without any small doubt? Should I continue?
Yes.
Then at regular intervals there are proteins called troponin. What are the proteins called? Troponin is made up of 3 subunits. Okay? The NCERT has not mentioned the names of the 3 subunits. They are called I, C and T. What are they called?
I, C and T.
We'll say that the troponin is made up of how many subunits?
3
3 subunits. So now the actin filament is made up of how many proteins? 3. 2 F actin, 2 tropomyosin and troponin, and each troponin is made up of 3 subunits. Got my point? Now listen close. Actin has myosin binding sites. What does actin have?
Myosin binding sites.
Myosin binding sites. एक्टिन के पास एक्टिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स नहीं है, क्या है? मैं मारना चाहता हूँ सुहान को थप्पड़, तो विल सुहान का गाल है गाल बाइंडिंग साइट्स और हाथ बाइंडिंग साइट्स? हाथ बाइंडिंग साइट्स, ताकि उसको थप्पड़। सुहान थप्पड़ खाना नहीं चाहता तो ऐसा हाथ रखिएगा, रखो हाथ। So can I say he's masking the heart binding sites?
Yes.
So in order to give a thappad to Suhan, I have to remove the masking sites and then I'll give. I hope you got my point.
Yes.
So listen, the troponin is made up of how many subunits? 3 subunits, which mask the myosin binding sites on whom? Actin, when the muscle is not contracting. When the muscles are in a which state बच्चों लोग? Relaxed state. आया बात समझ में? तो क्या मायोसिन का हेड या सॉरी क्या मायोसिन एक्टिन को बाइंड कर पाता है? नहीं। क्यों नहीं बाइंड कर पाता? क्योंकि वहां पे ट्रोपोनिन ने मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स और एक्टिन को मास्क करके रखा है। समझा मेरा बात आप सबको? तो बताइए फिर से, ये एक्टिन है, उसके ऊपर एक्टिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स है कि मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स है? क्योंकि उसमें कौन आने वाला है? मायोसिन। लेकिन उसके ऊपर एक प्रोटीन है। किसके ऊपर एक प्रोटीन है? मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स और एक्टिन। क्या नाम है उस प्रोटीन का? ट्रोपोनिन। तो ट्रोपोनिन क्या करके रखता है? मास्क करके रखता है, मतलब छुपा के रखता है। किसको? मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स और एक्टिन व्हेन द मसल इज इन अ रिलैक्स। बराबर है? तो अगर मसल को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना है तो सबसे पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा? रिमूव करना पड़ेगा। किसको? ट्रोपोनिन को। तब जाके एक्टिन, तब जाके मायोसिन चिपकेगा, बाइंड होगा, जो भी हो तुम्हारी भाषा। Got it? Yes or no?
Yes.
So actin has dash sites. Understand? But they are by in a muscle when it's relaxed. तो अगर मसल को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना तो सबसे पहले हटाओ। किसको हटाओ? Understand? ये लोग कैसे समझ जाओ? Now let us talk about another beautiful protein, that is which one bachlo? The thick filament is called as myosin filament. हाँ? पीछे देखो उसको। What is it made up of? Myosin filament. And the myosin filament is made up of a protein called myosin, which is a polymer, and the monomer is called as meromyosin. What is the monomer called? Give me some energy. वो वाला बैच देखो। एक बोलो कितना जोर से होता है, मीरोमायोसिन। क्या होता है? मीरोमायोसिन। एनर्जी नहीं हो, एनर्जेटिक बैच है वो बैच। So who is the monomer? Myosin. And who is the polymer? Myosin. So myosin is a polymer made up of monomer, that is meromyosin. And the meromyosin is made up of 6 polypeptide chains, because my class knows that proteins are made up of polypeptide chains, out of which 2 are called heavy chains and 4 are called light chains. So meromyosin में कितने polypeptide chains है? 6. 2 उसमें से heavy है और एक heavy chain has a head and a tail. Another heavy chain also has a head and a tail. So each heavy chain has a globular head and a tail. And on the head, do you see 2 small chains?
Yes.
Do you see 2 small chains?
Yes.
They are called as the light chains. So totally there are 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my point?
Yes.
Now, I will break the meromyosin into 2 parts. Alright? Do you see this part?
Yes.
Can I say it has only tail?
Yes.
It is called LMM. Bolo, what is it called?
LMN.
Light
Light.
meromyosin. Light Meromyosin. क्या लगा?
Like meromyosin.
And Ari, who is this? Head. And who is this? Can I say a small part of the tail?
Yes.
It is called short arm. Now let's go.
Short arm.
Together it forms a cross arm. Together it is formed,
Cross arm.
which is also called HMM. That is the
Heavy meromyosin.
heavy meromyosin. So can I say that the meromyosin got divided into two parts, HMM, LMM, and HMM has got a cross arm. Hayana,
Yes.
yes or no?
Yes.
Look at this, lukho, ध्यान दो. अरे ये कौन है? मायोसिन है. कौन है ये?
Myosin.
मायोसिन का ये कौन सा पार्ट है? टेल, मतलब LMM. And do you see the short arm and the head
Yes.
protrudes out, projects outward at regular intervals?
Yes.
Give yes or no?
Yes.
What did I say? What did I say? The head and the short arm projects outwards at regular intervals and angles, and it forms the cross arm. Yes or no?
Yes.
So once again tell me, who is this?
Tail.
LMM. Who is this short arm with the head, and together it will be called as the cross. Got it? So tell me, who is this full? Myosin. Made up of which filament? Thick filament. Hurry, who is this inside? LMM. And who is projecting out? HMM with its short arm. Hurry, short arm and its okay, short arm and its together is called cross arm. Did you get it?
Yes.
Give yes or no?
Yes.
And the head is special. Who is special? Head. What? What? Huh? एक इसकी फटी बाटा की चप्पल लेके आओ. ये थोड़ा ठोकने के लिए देखो. The head has how many sides?
Three sides.
Three sides. How many sides get?
Three sides.
Three sides. One of them is okay. Rather than saying three sides, I'll say three has three properties that we're supposed to do. Okay. It has the head itself has an ATPase activity. It has which activity?
Yes.
मतलब it can break down ATP into ADP, an inorganic phosphate, and it will cause a release of,
Energy.
and it shows the presence of ATP binding sites for the binding of ATP, and it shows the presence of actin binding sites. Which sites?
Actin binding sites.
आपको याद है? एक्टिन पे मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स थे, तो डेफिनेटली मायोसिन पे क्या होंगे बच्चों?
Actin binding sites.
तो हेड के बारे में कितनी खूबी आपने याद रखी? पहली वाली कौन सी कि उसके पास कौन सी एक्टिविटी है? मतलब वो एटीपी को कर सकता है तो और रिलीज करता है
Energy.
दूसरी साइड कौन सी बच्चों बोलो?
Actin binding sites. Actin binding sites.
Any problem in your life बच्चों?
No.
Have you clearly understood LMM and HMM?
Yes.
LMM, HMM, HMM में हेड और शॉर्ट आर्म टुगेदर क्या होते हैं क्रॉस आर्म। ये क्रॉस आर्म कैसा है तुम्हारे जैसा है, मुझे कैसा जब तुम लोग स्कूल के बस में बैठते थे ना विंडो पे, तो तुम्हारा LMM है ना बस में रहता था और HMM ऐसा बाहर रहता था, एक ही विंडो की हर एक विंडो पे। तो कहने से it was coming out at regular intervals and angles every neck along with the head, मतलब short arm with the head used to form a cross arm and would come out to take the हवा। समझ लगी नहीं? हाँ, इसको फटाफट कॉपी करो, फिर आगे मजेदार बात करेंगे। इसको म्यूट पे डाल दो। एंड तू यार इतना मस्त पूरा तू लिया है इसका व्यू। संकेत, What are you doing, Sanket यार? और so now we are going to talk. See, after studying the structure of the proteins, now we are going to talk about how the muscle undergoes contraction, and it is explained by a theory which is called as sliding filament theory. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Which theory?
Sliding filament theory.
It was put forward by Huxley and Huxley. And now the
Huxley and Huxley.
Huxley and Huxley. And now
Huxley and Huxley.
Huxley and Huxley. But before I start with the theory, you need to know about what is a motor unit. You know motor neuron?
Yes.
Can I say it carries the signal towards the central nervous system?
Yes.
No.
No.
That is correct. कितने अंगूर हुए? एक नंबर के कितने अंगूर हुए? Motor neuron carries the signals, and the motor neuron along with the muscle fiber that it carries the signal to is called as a motor unit. मतलब motor neuron brain से लेके उस muscle fiber, वो एक muscle fiber को जहाँ signal लेके जाएगा, वो motor neuron और उस muscle fiber को साथ में क्या बोलेंगे? Motor unit. So what is the motor unit made up of? It consists of a motor neuron and the muscle fiber. Got my point? So now see guys. So I'll say that this is a neuron. My right hand is the
Neuron.
this is the axon and this is the axon knob and this is the sarcolemma. Who is it?
Sarcolemma.
Sarcolemma is the membrane of the muscle.
Yes.
Does the axon knob touch the sarcolemma?
No.
Does it leave a gap?
Yes.
So now the axon and the sarcolemma leaving a gap is called motor end plate. क्या होता है उसको?
Motor end plate.
Or the neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction. So at the neuromuscular junction, does the neuron touch the sarcolemma?
No.
Clear everybody?
Yes.
So did you understand the meaning of motor end plate or the NMJ? Neuromuscular junction. That is the end of the axon and the sarcolemma of the muscle together is called as the neuromuscular junction or the NMJ. Any problem in your life?
No, sir.
Clear everybody?
Yes.
Let's बढ़े आगे.
Yes.
Oh. Ta-da. Look at this. ये कौन है? Axon. ये है axon knob. Action potential आया zoom. किससे आया? Brain से. Brain की कौन सी एरिया से? Motor areas. So can I say the central nervous system motor areas are sending an action potential, and the action potential reaches the axon. So look at my right hand. What is having? Action potential. But does it reach the sarcolemma?
No.
So the axon knob के अंदर कैल्शियम आयंस जाते हैं and ये axon knob release करता है chemical which is called neurotransmitter acetylcholine. क्या नाम है इसका?
Neurotransmitter acetylcholine.
Now the acetylcholine will bind to the receptors on the sarcolemma as a result. Even the sarcolemma got action
Potential.
So can I say action potential was transferred
Yes.
from the neuron to the sarcolemma of the muscle via the acetylcholine. So acetylcholine will be called as a neurotransmitter. Clear everybody?
Yes.
So see the first point. The signal, that is the action potential sent by the central nervous system via the motor neuron. It causes the release of the neurotransmitter in the neuromuscular junction. The neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. The acetylcholine binds to the receptors on the sarcolemma and the sarcolemma gets
Action potential.
yes or no?
Yes.
So who has got the action potential now?
Sarcolemma.
Sarcolemma. Clear everybody?
Yes.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Varti. Come. Haldiya. Set it on the page. Wait. Basta. And who is this? Blue line? Sarcolemma. Is this sarcoplasmic reticulum?
Yes.
Give yes or no?
Yes.
Remember in muscle that I told you sarcoplasmic reticulum is store of some calcium?
Yes.
See the black gates? These are calcium gates. What are they?
Calcium gates.
Are they open or closed? Closed.
Closed.
See inside who is trapped? Calcium. And who is this? Sarcomere. Myosin, actin, dark band, exon, M-line, R-I bands. And who is this? Troponin. And the troponin is masking the myosin binding sites on actin. Ayana. Now look over here, the red line. Do you see the sarcolemma is getting action potential?
Yes.
Do you see the sarcolemma is getting depolarized?
Yes.
How, sir? What is released? Acetylcholine. It binds to the receptor. So this is the action potential on the sarcolemma. Because of that, compare the two figures. See the calcium gate has
Open.
and all the calcium has come in the sarcoplasm. The calcium gate has opened. The calcium has come out
Yes.
in the sarcoplasm.
Plasm.
So the concentration of calcium in the sarcoplasm has
Increase.
see how it is that there is a release of calcium in the sarcoplasm. Alright, लक्षात सर्वांना?
Yes.
Now calcium, who? Calcium binds to troponin. It binds to
Troponin.
and unmasks. हटा देता है किसको? Troponin. So can I say it is unmasked?
Yes.
The myosin binding sites on actin. उसने हटा दिया किसको?
Troponin.
ट्रोपोनिन को हटा दिया मतलब मायोसिन को बाइंड करने वाली साइट्स अभी एक्सपोज हो गई. अब मायोसिन रेडी हो सकता है क्या करने के लिए? एक्टिन से बाइंड करने के लिए. आया ना? So can I see the next step? The calcium binds to some unit of troponin and it will unmask the myosin binding sites on actin. टक सबको याद हो गया?
Yes.
समझ में आ गया?
Yes.
सीएनए से सेट किया क्या? किसके थ्रू? अब ये आखिर रूट क्या काम है एक्सॉन नॉब पे? क्या रिलीज हुआ? वो किस पे बाइंड हुआ? तो sarcolemma भी क्या हो गया? तो कौन से गेट्स खुल गए? कैल्शियम आ गया बाहर. सार्कोप्लाज्म के अंदर कैल्शियम का कंसंट्रेशन अब कैल्शियम लेके बाइंड हुआ किसको? और हटा दिया तो क्या एक्सपोज हो गया? देखो मेरा एनर्जी देखो तुम लोग का नहीं, क्या क्या एक्सपोज हो गया?
Myosin binding sites.
ऑन एक्टिव। हाँ या ना?
हाँ.
लेट्स बढ़े आगे।
Yes.
स्लाइड खाती। लेट्स बढ़े आगे बच्चों लोग।
Yes.
एक दूसरे की हाथ पकड़ लो, ठीक? दिल लगा दो। तीनों भी। सर आगे बढ़ो, सर आगे बढ़ो। हाँ, तुम इधर इधर एक बीच में बैठ। तो वेरी वेरी। हाँ, लेट्स बढ़े।
आगे.
Do you remember the head of the myosin has an ATPase activity?
Yes.
The head of the myosin has a
ATP.
मतलब it can break down
ATP.
into ATP and IP
Yes.
and release.
Energy.
As a result of it, the head of the myosin will get energized. Who will get energized? Okay, so the head of the myosin will break ATP. ATP hydrolysis करेगा, मतलब breakdown of ATP करेगा, और myosin के head को क्या मिलेगी?
Energy.
So it will get energized. Who?
Yeah.
Myosin. But ADP and phosphate is still attached to it?
Yes.
No. Now with the help of that energy, do you see the cross arm?
Yes.
Has it got attached to the myosin binding sites on actin?
Yes.
So can I say it has formed a cross bridge?
Yes.
So now the cross arm has formed a cross
Bridge.
because it is connecting the myosin with the,
Active.
this will be called the cross.
Bridge.
So now the head of the myosin will bind to the actin and it will form a cross bridge. Ayana? Now see. The head, pay attention now. The head will move inwards. The head will move
Inwards.
लेकिन head ने किसको पकड़ के रखा है?
Active.
So can I say the actin will start sliding inside
Yes.
towards the center of the A band,
Yes.
and the actin is connected to the Z lines.
Yes.
So will the Z lines move away or come closer?
Closer.
So the length of the sarcomere will keep on
Decreasing.
and the muscle will undergo
Contraction.
shortening and the muscle will undergo contraction.
Contraction.
So the actin will slide over myosin and the actin is joined to the Z lines. So the Z lines will move inwards and the length of the sarcomere will decrease and the muscle will undergo contraction. Ayana? And in this whole process, if you observe the NCERT diagram, look at the first diagram on 223. See that they have shown two sarcomeres.
Yes.
How many sarcomere, bacha?
Two.
And do you see it has got edge zone, I band and A band?
Yes.
But now look at the last figure. Do you see any edge zone? Yes or no?
No.
Do you see any I band?
No.
So can I say I band has disappeared,
Yes.
but the A band has retained its length?
Yes.
And do you see the sarcomere has contracted maximally? एकदम अंदर आ गया है. आया ना? सुभान इधर आ जा. खड़ा रहो उधर. Like this. Who is this? Dr. Suhan, coming soon. Okay? Now, hold this pen like this. Don't worry, I've taken a bath, okay? And I'm well okay. Huh? See, you can spell that, right? See, who is this? Who is this? Thick filament. मतलब myosin filament. Okay, guys? Now, rise a little. And see, who are these two pens? Actin. Ayana. Which is with who is this zone? Edge zone. आया और ये पूरा जिसको ओवरलैप कर रहा है वो कौन सा बैंड है? और जहाँ पे मेरे फिंगर टच है वो कौन सा बैंड है? आई बैंड क्या हाफ आई बैंड? तो जैसी एक्टिन ये मायोसिन का हेड अंदर रोटेट हुआ, do you see the actin is sliding over myosin?
Yes.
And the edge zone is disappearing?
Yes.
Give yes or no?
Yes.
And the length of the sarcomere is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
So the muscle is undergoing shortening. ये एक sarcomere शॉर्टन हुआ, साइड के भी तो शॉर्टन हुए, तो ये जो आई बैंड थे वो क्या हो गए? डिसअपीयर हो गए. देखो अंदर डायग्राम में देखो, लास्ट वाले थर्ड वाले में देखो. Do you see the I band? Because I band has it was a PYQ, true and false statements में हाँ. So see, look, utilizing the energy from ATP hydrolysis, muscle head binds to actin and forms the
cross bridge.
now the myosin head pulls outward or inward? Actin will slide over myosin inside toward the center of the A band. Actin is connected to dashed lines. Even the Z line will move inward and the sarcomere will undergo contraction. So this pulls the attached actin towards the center of the A band. Z lines attached to this actin are also pulled inward, causing the shortening of the and during the shortening, I band gets reduced and A band retains its length. Ayana, now don't you want that the actin should go back to its original position? Yes or no?
Yes.
But the myosin says actin मी तुला सोडणार नाही. What does the myosin say? Actin मी तुला सोडणार नाही. So is it ready to break the cross bridge? No. So you know what I supposed to do? Abhi, the ADP and IP will be released at the time of power stroke. इसको बोलते हैं power stroke. क्या होता है इसको?
Power stroke.
Another ATP will bind. ATP will
bind.
मैंने bind बोला कि hydrolyze?
Bind.
मतलब उसी फॉर्म पे क्या चिपक जाता है, अटैच होता है ATP बाइंडिंग साइट्स पे, एंड फिर मायोसिन एक्टिन को छोड़ देता है. ये तो वो बात होगी कि आपका एकदम छोटा भाई है, उसके हाथ में आपका मोबाइल है और नीचे फेंकने ही वाला है. आप बोले भाई फेंक मत. तो वो सुनने वाला तुम्हारी, तो आपने उसको एक डेविल सेल्फ दिखाया, तो उसने क्या किया? बोले ये मोबाइल और सेल्फ ले लिया. तो क्या मायोसिन एक्टिन को छोड़ने वाला है? नहीं. तो आप उसको क्या दिखाओगे? तो एटीपी को बाइंड करेगा कौन? मायोसिन का हैंड. जैसे मायोसिन के हैंड ने एटीपी को बाइंड किया, एक्टिन को छोड़ देगा, एंड दी actin will go back to its original position. Yes. So will the Z line, and the muscle will undergo relaxation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Vedika, don't laugh and think about appe, or you'll get gol gappe in the exam. Huh? So what will happen? Myosin will release the ADP and IP. Why? Myosin will release the ADP and IP. Yes. New ATP will bind and the cross bridge is broken. The myosin is relaxed. अगर तुमको फिर से मसल को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना है, फिर से मसल को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना, तो वो जो एटीपी बाइंड हुआ था उसको भी क्या करना पड़ेगा? वेरी गुड. सो इट विल बी हाइड्रोलाइज्ड टू कंटिन्यू अनदर साइकिल ऑफ मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. एंड ये कब तक चलते रहेगा बच्चों लोग? स्लाइड डाउन. जब तक कैल्शियम अवेलेबल है, डाउन डाउन डाउन. नाउ सी, अब जब तक कैल्शियम अवेलेबल है वो अनमास्क करते रहेंगे. अब अपने को मसल को रिलैक्स करना है वॉलंटरी. सो ये जो कैल्शियम है एक्टिवली विद द एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ एटीपी इज सेंड बैक इनटू द सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. गिव यस और नो? यस. एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ द कैल्शियम का concentration in the sarcoplasm will increase or decrease? Decrease. And don't you think the troponin will once again? Yes. It will mask the myosin binding sites on, and the muscle will get relaxed. Are you relaxed, Kuchilo? Yes. No, you're not supposed to relax. The process continues till calcium ions are pumped back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum, resulting in this causes the Z line to go back to their original relaxation position, and the muscle has undergone relaxation. So do you know now when the myosin pulls the actin? I have called it power stroke. The actin will slide over myosin. Yes. Actin is connected to Z line. Z line will come inside. Yes. Sarcomere will undergo contraction. Muscle will undergo relaxation. And the A band will retain its length, I band will disappear. लेकिन रिलैक्सेशन लिखने क्या करना पड़ेगा? क्रॉस ब्रिज तोड़. क्या बोलेगा मैं ऐसे? उसको क्या देंगे? जैसे एटीपी पकड़ा उसे किसको? फिर एक्टिन फिलामेंट फिर से ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे गए, सेट लाइन हमने ओरिजिनल पोजीशन में, मसल क्या हो गया, रिलैक्स। ये फिर से हाइड्रोलाइज हुआ, ये चलते रहेगा। अगर कैल्शियम को सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम डाल दिया तो मसल क्या हो जाएगा, रिलैक्स। ओके, बंद कर दो उसको।